Hi everyone, welcome back. This is the second video on if-else. In the previous video we learned the use of if-else and we printed the greater of two numbers. Here in this video we'll be learning conditional expressions and nested if-else. Okay, so let's first start with conditional expressions. So what are conditional expressions? If you've done programming in C or C++, conditional expression is also known as ternary operator. So we know how conditional expression is written in C. So let's see the syntax of that first. So let's open a new file, and if you remember in C or C++, the conditional expression is written like this: a greater than b question mark a colon b. So this means that if a is greater than b, then the value of C would be a, else the value of C would be b. So how this is done in Python? So let's see that. Now the conditional expression in Python is pretty simple. Let's suppose we take two variables. A is equal to 12. So a comma b is equal to 12 comma 23. Now here we take another variable s is equal to a is less than b if a less than b, else a is greater than b. This is all we need to write. A is less than b if a less than b, else a is greater than b, and we will print s. Okay, and let's save this program. File, save, and I'm saving it on desktop, and let me call it conditional. Okay, and save the file. It has the extension of .py. Now let's run this program. Run. You can press F5 or you can click on run module. So when you run this, see, it is printing a is less than b. Why is it printing a is less than b? So this is the program. Here we have a less than b because a is 12 and b is 23. So let's change the values. Let's make the value of a as 121. Okay, save it and run it again. File, run. So now we get the other message: a is greater than b. So this is how we can use conditional expression in Python. Okay, so it's pretty simple. You just take a variable s. You don't need to declare, and in Python we don't need to declare the variable as the data type of the variable. So here it will print. You just need to write s is equal to see, it's as simple as speaking. If a is less than b, print this, else print this. Okay, so a is less than b if a less than b, else a is greater than b. You could have done it like this also. Instead of taking the variable else, we could have written print, and we could have directly printed it like this. Okay, this is also possible. So we need not take a variable, we can directly print it. Save it, run it. Let's change the value. Okay, let's leave it like this only. Run it. So again we get the same message: a is greater than b. Okay, so these are conditional expressions. Now we'll see how to use nested if. Okay, so let's open a new file, and let's take the numbers from the user, and we'll make a program to check if the number is less than, greater than, or equal to each other. Okay, and we'll take the number from the user. So we say a is equal to, and input, enter a number, leave a space here. Now after that we'll say b is equal to input, enter second number, leave a space. Now as I told you in my previous video, it will take it as a string, so we need to convert it to int. So put int here. If you do not understand this, you can watch my previous video for this, how to convert a number into int. Okay, I've explained it in that video. So this is what we write, and now we will use if a less than b colon print, you can use single or double quotes, is less than, again those who do not understand this has been explained in the previous video. Control space, format a comma b, again indentation, we have to start, remember the block. So here we will not use else, we will use else if. So for in Python, how do we use else if? We don't write else, we just write elif, elif, okay, that is short for else if. And then we give the second condition, that is if A is greater than B. That means if A is not smaller than B, then if A is greater than B, put colon here. And now we will again write this same statement here, that A is, so let's copy it and we will write A is, instead of smaller we'll write A is greater than B, else, so again it has to move back to this, otherwise this will give you error. Remember, indentation is important. Put a colon here and again we say this is equal to this. Okay, so that is it. Now we need to save this program, so save it. Let me save it here and let's call it nested if, and save it. Now see the file name nestedif.py. now we need to run it, so run module. It will ask us to enter a number. Let's enter 12. Enter another number. Let's enter 24. So it says 12 is less than 24, which is the right result. Now let's run it again, and this time let me enter 25 and 100. Okay, so now it says 25 is less than 100, which is okay. Now okay, let me put the first number should be greater. Okay, so let's enter something like this, in this case 100, first number is greater, so we want this message 100 is greater than 25. And one more, when we enter the numbers as both the numbers are equal. So let's run it again. Let me enter 34 and 34, so it should say 34 is equal to 34. So this is how we can run nested if. We can create a program for nested if. Just remember, instead of else if we have to write elif. Okay, and this indentation is very important. It has made, this is a block, has been explained in the previous video. A block is also called a suite. Okay, so this is how we can create a program using nested if. So if you like this video, please don't forget to click on the like button, and please do subscribe to my channel estudy.in if you have already not subscribed to it. Thanks for watching.